God helps us in many different ways to live a moral life. He gives us grace which awakens in us the desire to say no to temptation and sin, and to choose only that which is good. One way He does this is by giving us laws to guide our actions. The 10 Commandments are laws that God has revealed to us. Heeding the guidance God gives us in the commandments will help us know how to serve God and how we should live with each other. The first commandment: I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not have any gods before me. This commandment forbids idolatry, the worship of false gods and goddesses, and it prohibits polytheism, the belief in many gods, insisting instead on monotheism, the belief in one God. This commandment forbids making golden calves, building temples to Isis, and worshipping statues of Caesar, for example. The second commandment: the faithful are required to honor the name of God. It makes sense that if you are to love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, then you're naturally to respect the name of God with equal passion and vigor. The third commandment,
called the first day of the week, the venerable day of the sun. All city people shall rest on the venerable day of the sun. The first day, Sunday, was instituted as a public holiday and a day of worship. The day of worshiping God, the seventh-day Sabbath, was abolished. God's Sabbath is the seventh day of the week. The first day of the week is Sunday. The weekend is Saturday. The Sabbath, the worship day, is Saturday.
The Sabbath, the most glorious day in the law, has been changed into the Lord's Day. This has not been done by the command of Christ, but by the authority of the Church.
the fourth commandment: honor thy father and mother. This commandment obliges the faithful to show respect for their parents. As children and adults, children must obey their parents, and adults must respect and see to the care of their parent. The fifth commandment: thou shalt not kill. The better translation from the Hebrew would be, thou shalt not murder. A subtle distinction but an important one to the Church. Killing an innocent person is considered murder. Killing an unjust aggressor to preserve your own life is still killing, but isn't considered murder or immoral. The sixth commandment: thou shalt not commit adultery. The sixth and ninth commandments honor human sexuality. This commandment forbids the actual. The seventh commandment: thou shalt not steal. The seventh and 10th commandments focus on respecting and honoring the possessions of others. This commandment forbids the act of taking someone else's property. The Catholic Church believes that this commandment also denounces cheating people of their money or property, depriving workers of their just wage. The eighth commandment: thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. The eighth commandments condemns lying, because God is regarded as the author of all truth. The ninth commandment: thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. The ninth commandment forbids the intentional desire and longing for immoral sexuality. To sin in the heart, Jesus says, is to lust after a woman or a man in your heart with a desire and will to have immoral sex with them. Just as human life is a gift from God and needs to be respected, defended, and protected, so too is human sexuality. Catholicism regards human sexuality as a divine gift. The 10th Commandment. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods. The 10th commandment forbids the wanting or taking of someone else's property. Along with the 7th commandment, this commandment condemns theft and the feeling of envy, greed, and jealousy in reaction to what other people have.